got your back.
Once again, you have come seeking something. The circumstances differ. This time, I have what you seek. Are you prepared? Arrogance will serve you poorly. Your worth must be determined before knowledge can be bestowed upon you. And so, you shall be tested. You will rely on your skill as a mage, not on your belongings, not on your scrolls and potions, only what lies within. Survive, and you are worthy. This is the test put before you. Will you accept? Step into the light, and your test begins.
Death comes for him now. All the living. Fear the dead.
I've got your back. Still here. right behind you. I am sworn to carry your burdens. You lead, I'll follow. I'm right behind you. Still here.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. Welcome to war. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Good doing business with you.
I've got... I'm right behind you.
Shiny trinkets for your
Spare coin for a...
I've got your back.
all crafted by the great Aeorlan,
Ah, dead body.
Main himself.
I've got your back. I'm right behind you.
Everything's for... I'd even... Take a look. Do come back.
Still here. I'm right behind you.
Please, madam. Just one step in.
Rizada the Resplendent, Enchanter Extraordinaire, Illusionist Incredible.
How many
Restorer
to their
Margot
tacto?
and Destructor.
Excellent!
Distinguished
Thank you.
at your
Here is your coin, as I promised. Profit for everyone, yes?
Succored by the Synod, we... Free of the Whispers, why not go somewhere...
I've got your back.
Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You ever met one of them cats? Khajiit, I think they called themselves. I hear there's whole countries full of them down south.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
I'm no one special, just a miner who swings a pickaxe for his drinking money.
Divine's sake, Skald. Who do you think we're threatening with our old war wounds? We're not soldiers anymore.
Your man Auric is wearing his old Legion armor. What should I make of that?
He's proud of his service, Skald. The Legion taught us loyalty, and we're loyal to Dawnstar.
This isn't over. I catch you sending one letter to General Tullius. I'll have you both executed.
Frost took my husband years ago. He was a good man.
You come to Dawnstar at a bad time. Not a single man or woman in Dawnstar has gotten a good night's rest in days. We keep having the same nightmare, over and over. If people aren't tired, they're angry. And if they aren't angry, they're afraid. It's made keeping order a mess. I hear Mara has sent one of her priests to the inn to try to calm people down. But I don't know how much words will do now. Skald supports Ulfric's rebellion, and he doesn't like having a couple of old legionnaires living in his town. He's a fool. A dragon has attacked Helgen. Dawnstar needs the Empire now more than ever. Stay out of trouble now.
Your ancestors wouldn't want this, Silas.
Why should I hide from it? This is my family's legacy.
It's the past. Dead oaths on dead lips. Let it stay there.
The museum is opening, Medina.
I beg you, don't go into Silas's museum. Silas comes from one of the oldest families in Dawnstar. They have a complicated history. Several of his ancestors belonged to the Mythic Dawn, the cult that almost destroyed Tamriel. His family's involvement was only found out well after the crisis had died down, but it still ruined their reputation. They were outcasts. And now Silas is back, and this museum to the Mythic Dawn is his way of trying to rebuild his family's pride. It's misguided. Not a student of history, I see. It's for the best. They're a group that should be forgotten. The only thing you need to know is that they almost destroyed the world, and they were stopped a long time ago. That museum is a mistake.
And here comes my first visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend. Never mind that. Medina is a good woman, but I have my own reasons for opening this museum, and I'm not changing my mind. I have a collection of artifacts from the group that toppled an empire. Their importance to history cannot be forgotten. Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and we can talk. I have a job you look perfect for. Let's talk inside. Feel free to look around. Come talk to me when you're ready to... The tapestries hung here and outside were found in hideouts. That burned paper is all that remains. The commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes were written by the Mythic Dawn cult leader, Mankar Cameron. He promised a paradise awaited his followers when they died, that they would be reborn by Mehrunes Dagon's side. Ah, yes, that scabbard. Notice the insignia? An Oblivion Gate. A key symbol of Mehrunes Dagon, the patron Daedra of the Mythic Dawn. Did you have any questions? A little history first. After the Oblivion Crisis, a number of groups cropped up dedicated to wiping out the remnants of the Mythic Dawn. One of these groups found Mehrunes' razor, the artifact of Dagon. They split it into 3 fragments and pledged to keep them apart forever. That was almost 150 years ago, and the pieces are still being kept by the descendants of that group, And they're right here, in Skyrim. At least 2 of the owners, Gonzol and Draskua, are dangerous marauders. And the 3rd owner, Jorgen, I only know he lives in Morthal. Here are my notes about them. I'll gladly pay you for getting the pieces any way you can. No questions asked. Good luck finding the fragments.
Can't sleep well, no matter.
Come on in. Just stoked the fire.
This is a
Take
local
a seat and get the
favorite,
cold down.
and one of the first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red.
Yes. The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, and I'm afraid there's little I can do about it.
There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Warwickstead. And the bride
These
was
dreams
swagger
are
and
manifestations
as he told the
created by the
full
Daedric
battle
Lord,
he had made.
Vermina. She has an awful hunger for our memories. In return, she leaves behind nightmares. Not unlike a cough marks a serious illness. I must end her terrible influence over these people before the damage becomes permanent.
So then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lads
I
went
need to
down
return to the source of the problem, to Nightcaller Temple.
braggart named
Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard.
when his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares. Wonderful. My Lady Mara will be quite pleased. Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk from Dawnstar. Come, we must hurry. Vermina resides in a strange realm known as Quagmire, a nightmarish land where reality shifts upon itself in seemingly impossible ways. From her citadel at the center, she reaches forth to collect our memories, leaving nothing in return apart from visions of horror and despair. Who can say? Perhaps she collects them for display like works of art in a nonsensical art gallery. Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent. I promise to answer all of your questions. Follow me.
I'm no one special, just a miner who swings a pickaxe for his drinking money.
Follow me. It's this way.
Yes, my daughter. What? The tower on that hill is our destination. People around here call it the Tower of the Dawn. I'm not familiar with the tower's history, but it was deserted for quite a long time before Nightcaller Temple was established inside. When the
I work
temple
in
was
the
active,
mine
the
just
priests
like
would rarely
everyone
be
else.
seen in Dawnstar. They preferred to live a solitary existence. The temple's been abandoned for decades now. Ironic, isn't it? A ruin within a ruin. There's a small shrine to Mara I established inside the tower's entry hall. I was hoping to seek spiritual guidance. Perhaps my prayers were answered. No reason for stumbling across Dawnstar is more than a mere coincidence.
What's the hurry? Be careful. Pull. Watch it. I've got your back.
Before we enter, I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within. Years ago, this temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares, just like the people of Dawnstar. No. Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, the priests of Vermina released what they called the miasma, putting everyone to sleep. I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate, and they'll awaken. Both orcs and priests alike. Once we get inside, all will become clear. Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with? Give me just a minute, and I'll have this open. Damn it! The priest must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released. Impossible, actually. I wonder. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done. I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina. When the orcs invaded the temple, I fled. I left my brothers and sisters here to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption from Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs. I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on. We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible. It's just up here. Be careful. We're certain to find more of the awakened within. This library used to be filled with arcane volumes. Now look at it. Almost everything's been burned. I hope the tome we need is still intact. Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with? We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible. We fight for the last! Barring any more interruptions, we're looking for a book of alchemical recipes called the Dream Stride. The tome bears the likeness of Vermina on the cover. It should be here somewhere. Let me take a look. Mara be praised. There is a way past the barrier to the inner sanctum. It involves a recipe for a liquid known as Vermina's torpor. Yes, the torpor grants an ability the priests of Vermina called the Dream Stride, using dreams to travel distances in the real world. Quite amazing, yes. Alchemy and the blessings of a divine, distilled down into a ingestible liquid. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person. As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina, or the unaffiliated. All believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample. The laboratory adjoins the library. I'm hoping we'll find a sample of the torpor left undamaged.
They're still here!
Take heed.
Stop!
Now that they've been dealt with, we need to find the torpor. It should be in a small bottle, very similar to a potion. I'll begin searching up here. The torpor should be in a small bottle with dark liquid. If you find it, bring it to me. Yes, my daughter. I'm relieved you discovered a bottle intact. This place looks as though it was ransacked by the orcs. So, I've taken us this far, but you need to guide us the rest of the way. Drink. Dawnstar's fate rests in that tiny bottle. The longer we wait, the more damage Vermina could be doing to those poor people. I understand your hesitation, but I promise you that it works. Let's continue. Still.
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Baron.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But brother...
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vermina. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vermina? Then it's decided. Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you. Brother Thorin, we must remain here and guard this skull with our lives if necessary.
Agreed.
Need something to the death. Then let it be done. Farewell. I'll show you what's real. Worked. Mara be praised. You vanished after drinking the torpor, and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything quite like it. I thought I was clear regarding the dangers that awaited you within the Dream Stride. However, this hardly matters any longer, as you appear to have exited unscathed. Indeed, my reverence for Vermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies. The inner sanctum lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Lead on, my friend. Come, we must get to the skull and destroy it.
We fight for the law.
There, Thoric.
I'm right
You're
behind you.
alive. No thanks to you, Casimir. I no longer use that name. I'm Miranda, priest of Mara. You're a traitor. You left us to die and then ran before the miasma took you. No, I was scared. I wasn't ready to sleep. Enough of your lies. I can't allow you to destroy the skull, priest of Mara. Then you leave me no choice.
There be none.
I knew Varen and Thoric. They were my friends. Is this punishment for my past? Is it Mara's will to torment me so? No, you mustn't listen to them. They speak only lies and deception. Had we aided them in releasing the skull, they would use it to wreak havoc across Skyrim. They had to die. It's time. The skull must be destroyed. If you'll stand back, I'll perform the ritual granted to me by Lady Mara. But... an incantation to remove the barrier. I call upon you, Lady Mara. The skull hungers. It yearns for memories and leaves nightmares in its wake. Grant me the power to break through this barrier and to send the skull to the depths of oblivion.
He's deceiving you. When the ritual's complete, the skull will be free, and then Arender will turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own. Vermina commands you.
Still here. I'm right behind you. I've got your back.
show you the source of the nightmares. Over here.
Still here.
Damn it! The priest must... There may be a way to buy my knowledge of this temple. When the orc, I've spent the last few decades. I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on. It's just up here. Be careful. We're certain to find more of the awakening within. This library used to be filled with arcane volumes. Now look at it. Almost everything. Burned. I hope the tome we need is still intact. Barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can... We're looking... The tome bears the likeness of Vermina on the cover. Let me... It involves a recipe for... Yes, sadly, as a sworn priest of Mara, but I swear upon Lady, all believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate us.
Defilers! Kill the defilers! Oh! Ah!
Now that they've been dealt with, we need to find the... Well done. I'm relieved you discovered a bottle intact. This place looks as though it was ransacked by the orcs.
I've got your back.
The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible. Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with? Yes, my daughter. What? I'm relieved. So, I understand your hesitation.
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Baron.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
No more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But brother...
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vermina. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you... Then it's... Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you. Brother Thorin, we must remain here to guard this skull with our lives.
I'll have your head! You can't beat me! I'll show you what it feels. You can't beat me!
You vanished after drinking the... Sadly, I am... Indeed, the inner sanctum lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar. Troubles. Lead on, my friend. Wait. Baron, Thorin, you're alive. No thanks to you, Casimir.
I'm right
I
behind
no
you.
longer use that name. I'm Miranda, priest of Mara. You're a traitor. You left us to die and then ran before the miasma took you. No, I was scared. I wasn't ready to sleep. Enough of your lies. I can't allow you to destroy the skull, priest of Mara. Then you leave me no choice.
Better still...
Not for me. You do? That's it?
There, Mina.
I knew Varen and Thoric. They were my... Is this punishment for my past? Yes. It's tough. If you'll stand back, I'll perform... I knew Varen and... Is this punishment for my past? First, an incantation to remove the barrier. Come. We must get to the skull and destroy it. I call upon you, Lady Mara. The skull hungers. It yearns for memories and leaves nightmares in its wake. Grant me the power to break through this barrier and to send the skull to the depths of oblivion.
He's deceiving you. When the ritual's complete, the skull will be free, and then Arender will turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own. Vermina commands you.
I've got your back. I've got your back.
I'm all ears.
Shiny trinkets for your good lady, all crafted by the great Aorlan Greymane himself. Boots and baubles for sale, all crafted by the best blacksmith in Skyrim.
I'm right behind you.
Everything's for sale, my friend. Interesting, to say the least. What with all that's been going on. On the one hand, supplies are harder to come by since fewer traders are traveling the roads these days. But on the other, the scarcity of supplies has led to some, well, elevated prices. All that matters is that I have what you need, and it's worth every septum. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Do come back.
Still here. I'm right behind you. I'm right behind you. I've got your back. I'm right behind you. Still here. Still here. I've got... back. I'm right back. And you. Still here. I'm right behind you.